David, Paddington 2 is another memorable British film produced by yourself.
Thank you.
And it appears that this sequel is actually even more fun than the previous film.
I'm so happy to hear you say that you think this film is better possibly than and more fun than the last one. That's high praise. Thank you.
Totally. And I heard other people saying the same thing. And what's the secret of a successful sequel?
I think gosh, I'm not sure I know exactly, but I can tell you how I've approached the couple of films where projects where I've had sequels. I've done it with Harry Potter and now with Paddington. And I'm working on Fantastic Beasts, which is another sequel. To me, you have to make a sequel you don't view as a sequel. You view it as a film in its own right. And the important thing is to tell the very best story that works on its own terms. Sure, you look at what's worked in the past and are aware of the characters and in this case the spirit of Paddington that you want to carry forth into this film. But also you want to make something that's different and has its own identity. So I think the other thing is not to be burdened by the success of the predecessor, because that would lead to absolute paralysis. So really what it's about finding a story that one wants to tell, finding a reason for telling this particular story, not as a sequel, but as a film in its own right. And for us, it was various things. You know, the central themes of this are it's about looking for the good in people. It's about community. And it's about a big, warm, generous heart. And if you look for the good in people, you will find it. And if you find it, then it'll be reciprocated. And it's also about small acts of kindness, that small acts of kindness can make the world a better place. And in these intolerant, quite dark times, that message, I think, is a good one to put out into the world.
Absolutely. And I mean, Paddington 2 is going to be a smash hit at this box office. I can guarantee that. So how soon can we expect Paddington 3?
Well, I hope you're right that this will be a smash hit from your lips. Once people start, we're already thinking of stories for a third one. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves because audiences do need to come to this before it becomes a reality. But we need the time to create the story. This one took this one's 3 years since the last one. I don't know how long this will be before the next one, but we want to take the time to get the story right. I don't think we want to be rushed into anything to feel undue pressure or too much pressure and thus have to compromise. I think that we've managed. I love this film. I'm so proud of it. But I think that is in part because we've taken the time and we've had a great team who've worked together before, working together again. So there's a shorthand. So hopefully going forward we'll be able to build a really good team and create something that has its own voice and its own reason for being. But that may take time. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. And what was your favorite moment from this film? There are so many.
There are so many. I love going into the pop-up book because I think it's a wonderful flight of imagination. Paul King is an extraordinary director. We are lucky to have him in this country, and he's made, this is his third film. He made a small art film before he did the first Paddington, and then he's done the 2 Paddington films, and each is distinct, and each bears the mark of his vision, and which is a warm, a very strong visual aesthetic, a great sense of humor, with humor that appeals both to young people and adults across ages, but above all has a big beating heart. I think we're really lucky to have him, as a great British talent. And I can't remember the entire question you asked, so I apologize. I feel like I've gone off track.
What was your favorite moment you asked?
But my favorite moment, there are so many. I love that moment when he arrives in prison and he's dyed all the prison uniforms pink. I love going into the pop-up book. I love Hugh Grant in the credits. Stay and watch the credits because
I did.
there is a wonderful moment with Hugh Grant in that. I like Mr. Brown doing the splits. I like the washing, window washing. There's so many scenes that I really love. There's a lot of detail in the film, a lot of beautiful design. I love going to Peru, which we do a couple of times. There's an awful lot that I'm proud of and that I really enjoy. And actually, as I make, because I've seen the film several hundred times, I see new things all the time. So it's one of the pleasures of it is to watch it again and again and again.
I can't wait to watch it again and again
Thank you.
myself. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you very much.